Hello, hello, hello. This is finally a DIY crochet tutorial. Woo! Take a hook. That's the hook I use. You could use whatever hook you want, doesn't really matter. So just get your yarn, make a knot. Start chaining through that knot. And this part is gonna go right under your boobs, so make it however long it needs to be. Mine is 45 chains long for reference. So once you get the length that you want, block off the very end with your thumb and then chain 3. This is the start of the next row. So where you blocked it off, you're gonna double crochet. So see, I wrapped the yarn around the hook, put the hook through the very last loopy thing, pull it through once, pull it under these two, then pull it under the last two, and that is a double crochet. So you can see me do it again through the next one. You're going to be placing a double crochet in every loop, so you're going to do 45 double crochets or however long your thing is, doesn't matter. Watch me do it again. Loop it around the hook through the loop. I'm so bad at describing this. Okay, just do what I'm doing. So I finished the whole row. Yeah, it looks awesome. And so you should get something that looks like that. Just flip it around and then we're gonna start with the shell pattern. I don't really know what it's called. Just chain 2 to start the row. Move your yarn. And then count 3. 1, 2, 3. So you see I'm kind of pulling it apart and you can see that there's 2 strings there. I'm going to start my double crochet under both of them. So see, I loop it and I just do a basic double crochet and I'm going to push it under both of those strings. It's just more secure that way. This is going to be your shell, so you're going to loop it through 2 and 2, so you have 1, and you're going to do 6 in the same exact loop, and that's going to form the shell. So number 3, but you'll see here, once you've done 3, chain 2 at the top of the 3rd one, and then forget about it and go back and finish. You'll see why we chain 2 later. And there's your first shell. Yeah, it looks super awesome. Then you're going to prepare for a double crochet, count 3 more, and just do 1 double crochet right there, and he's gonna be all by his lonesome self. Prepare for another double crochet, count 3 more, go under both of them. This is gonna be your next shell. So double crochet 6 times in this loopy thing. And don't forget, on the 3rd one right there, crochet 2 chains. So I went ahead and finished, and when you're done, just flip it over, and we're gonna start on the next row of shells. Chain 2, and then double crochet, and your shell is gonna go right in the top of the last shell. So that's why you chain 2, because that's where your next shell is gonna go. So put 6 double crochets in that loop. Don't forget, on the 3rd you chain 2. And I'm fast forwarding because it's boring. So as you can see, crocheting bikinis isn't really that hard. It just kind of is a little time consuming, but yeah, it's not that bad. And then see, look at that. Beautiful. It's your second row of shells. So instead of doing a single crochet by himself, I'm going to double crochet right into the next shell. That's just what I do. I mean, you can do a different pattern, but I just like the space in between the shells like that, but feel free to change it up. So do the same thing. Double crochet 6 times on the third one, chain 2. That's just what I'm doing right now. So there you go. So go ahead and finish the row. Then there you have it, is the bottom part of your bikini. You could do another row of shells if you like. I'm just gonna stop there. But that's what it would look like if you continued the shells. That yarn is a different material, so it's thicker, but you get the idea. So to tie off the end, you just cut it and pull it. It locks itself. Pretty cool. But anyway, starting on the boob part, you just make a knot and chain 6. So once you have the 6, we are going to start single crocheting. So all you have to do is find the last loop and just stick your needle just through it, just by itself. Pull the yarn through once and then pull it through the last 2. So we're gonna go back through the row and just single crochet each loop. So then once you get to the end there, it's kind of twisted, but you can see the last loop is right there. So we are gonna do something different to this loop. We're gonna single crochet as usual, and then we're gonna go back through the same loop and single crochet 3 more times. So you're gonna have a total of 4, but after the second, see there, I just chain 1. So you're gonna do 2 single crochets, chain 1 at the top of the second one, and then chain 2 more in that same loop. And then just continue down the side, the other side of the bikini top. And I'm fast forwarding. And once you reach the bottom, you'll start to see how it's gonna form into a bikini top. So always when you reach the end of your row, chain 1, flip over your work, and then start single crocheting back around until you reach the top of the triangle. And you'll be able to tell when you reach the top, like which stitch it is, because see, the top stitch kind of goes in a vertical way, and all the other ones are more horizontal. That is the single stitch you made at the very top of the, when you do the 4 single crochets in the very top. So yep, you guessed it, you're gonna do 4 single crochets in this. Don't forget, after the second one, chain 1, then continue. So you can see now it's starting to take the shape of a bikini top, like a triangle. So you're just gonna go back and forth around until you get something like that. And just tie it off the same way you do with the other ones. And then I made another one, yeah! And then now I'm just going to tie the top and bottoms together. You can see I'm just like knotting it, and then I added it to the back, and I'm basically just like sewing it together. Doesn't really matter. I'm just like putting the needle through wherever. But you want to keep it towards the top. But, just do what you gotta do. I added the other one and finished the row. And then I'm just gonna start on the chain that ties around your back. So I'm just continuing the same thread I used Didn't do anything different. Then you just chain regular until you get the length you want, and then to tie it off I just knot it, and I like to secure it with a double knot. And hell yeah, you're done, almost. I'm just threading it through another hole on the other side to finish that chain. I'm going to do the same on the tops, like so. There you go, you're done with your bikini. Hope you like this video. If you have questions, just leave a comment. Thanks for watching.